everybody, welcome back to the channel. We are out here in the greenhouse today, checking out the sweet scorpion pepper. Pretty typical looking scorpion, but these are supposed to have hardly any heat at all. Now, this is my second year growing these, and they were pretty typical to advertise last year. Pretty good producers. This plant right here is in a 3-gallon pot. This one over here is still going strong too. Not quite as many peppers, but you can see they're pretty much the same uniform. Excellent grower. Like I said, these are only in 3 gallons, and that's a decent crop for a 3-gallon. You know, I'll put off another 20-30 here on top that are still green. That will eventually turn red. Now, with all the research I have done on this pepper, I have not found if this was a cross of something or if it was just a natural pheno that didn't carry the heat and it was developed by somebody, but I cannot find if it was a natural pheno or if it was crossed by somebody. So if you guys know, go ahead and put that in the comments section and let me know. So we're gonna grab a plate, grab the scale, throw some of these guys on there, cut them open. We won't be too impressed by the inside, but it's a pretty cool pepper with all the flavor of the scorpion, but it's only supposed to have the heat of a jalapeno. So let's go ahead and get our scale set up and our plate and our knife, and we'll be right back. All right. Let's go through and pick some of these guys. Now I'm looking for a little bit of give on these peppers, a little bit of softness so you know they're completely ripe. And obviously you want to wait until they're full color, but they'll have a little bit better flavor and better for seeds if they got a little tiny bit of squishiness to them, but not much. You can see there's a ton of ripe ones right here on this plant. None that I've seen have the typical scorpion tail like a true Trinidad scorpion, you know, the heirloom. But they are very close. There, we got a bunch to play with here. Let's maybe put those, get our scale out, and we'll weigh a bunch. All right, let's get this bad boy on. Zero it out. Yeah, pretty typical. Couple of these bigger ones. Oh, looks can be deceiving. So they're right, all right around about the same. Then how about a handful away? All right, let's get these guys cut open. All right, we got a few on our plate to play with and just check out. That one looks pretty red. Let's get that guy cut open. So, pretty typical scorpion inside. Lots of seeds around the placenta. It doesn't smell like it has a lot of heat. It doesn't smell like a typical scorpion. It's got a little bit of the scorpion smell, but it's not super potent. Just take a try. Pretty good flavor. Yeah, exactly as advertised. These have almost no heat at all. I wouldn't eat this one that I just tried. It doesn't even have it's not even up there with jalapeno. Let's cut in a couple more open and see if we can get a little bit more heat out of one of them. Pretty typical inside. It's actually got a little bit of the scorpion shape right there. Same with this one again. Really, really good smell. Like somewhat typical scorpion smell, but you can't smell the heat like you kind of regular scorpion, like Moruga scorpion. All right, we're gonna give this guy a little bite here. This time we'll take it off the placenta. See if we can get a little more heat. No, a little bit more heat, but not much. I'd say that one's a little more heat, like about jalapeno, maybe slightly less. But yeah, that's a really good pepper if you want the super hot flavor without all the heat. Because as I'm getting older, it's been a lot harder for me to eat the super scorpion or eat the super hot peppers, because it gives me heartburn so bad. Yeah, definitely one you got to try out if you haven't grown before. Yeah, good pepper, very, very modest heat, less than a jalapeno, but perfect for those people that can't take the heat but want the scorpion flavor. Definitely one to try out in your garden soon, or you can even grow these indoors. Grow those puppies in like a 5, 6, 7 gallon. You're gonna have peppers coming out of your ears. Decent producer, probably a little bit better than most super hots. So thanks for joining me on another episode of Pepper Origins. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and check out my eBay store. I'll have these sweet scorpion seeds available. Just check out Toadstool Gardens with the same logo as on YouTube, same logo as on Facebook. So again, thanks for joining me on another video of Pepper Origins. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and leave some comments if you know a little bit more about this pepper, because it's semi-unknown to me. I've done the research, but I just can't find a lot of information about it. I'm thinking it was just a pheno. So, until next time, Jason with Toadstool Gardens. Happy growing.